Hey guys, welcome back to Log Cabin Firewood. So I'm Jack, and today I'm going to use my Eastonmade Axis to bust up some of this red oak that we cut up last week. Let's get to work. So what is going on, everybody? I hope you all have been doing awesome. I've been doing pretty good myself. Just got home from work, and I actually got done editing a video, and it's about, I don't know, it's 5:21 now. And I decided to come over. You know, the sun is slowly setting behind the trees, so I'm almost in complete shade here. Probably say give it another half hour, I'll be fully shaded. But I got this oak over here, and I need to start getting this stuff, you know, busted up. I am way behind on what I produce, you know, annually. This summer's just been wild. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Last summer, I was working 7 days a week. This summer, I'm working 4 days a week, and I feel like I have less time to do things. And I guess maybe since I was working more at the real job, I was prioritizing my time better. And now it's like, you know, I got 3 days off. I'm spending more time with other people and other things. I just haven't really been messing with this stuff, and it's been so ungodly hot. Like, I know it's been everywhere in the country. It's just been super hot this summer, and you know, we were due a really hot summer. It's been a couple years since we've had a really hot one, so you know, that's the way the world is. So we just have to deal with it. But like I said in the intro, I'm going to fire up the Axis. I did talk to Andrew about the gauge and that little rubber piece. I messaged him today. I was like, you know, he said it's fine. I can run it. It's not going to hurt anything. But when I split that wood yesterday, it started leaking a little bit more than I like. And, you know, to have a whatever $1,000 machine this is, I don't really want to have it leaking. So he agreed with me. He's like, yeah, man, I'm going to send the stuff right out to him. I said, dude, bill me. Send whoever I need to talk to, because it's not his fault. But yeah, you know, I just said, you know, send me a bill. Let's get this taken care of. I think he's just going to send me 2 more gauges, because I told you I saw the little rubber piece was missing off of the gauge over here, and I temporarily just put a piece of tape on it, but because it's hydraulic oil, it really didn't last, and then it started leaking a little bit more. And I said, hey, you know what? My 916 has a little rubber piece on it. Let me see if I can take that out and put it in here. Well, dummy me, I pushed the one from the 916 into the Axis all the way into the gauge. It was a bad day. It was like a total facepalm. But yeah, I got new gauges coming, or new plugs. I don't know. We'll figure that out when it gets here, and I will show the repair, or if there even isn't a repair. Let's go ahead and get to some of this wood that's behind me here. We'll go get the tractor and continue loading the Axis from the tractor, because I really like frickin' Jeep's method. Gotta listen to our elders, guys. You know, a lot of times we don't want to listen to our elders because we think we know better. Some things we might know better, but people that have been around doing this for decades before us, they're oftentimes right. You need to give them a chance, and you need to listen. And, you know, it took me, I don't know, I've been splitting wood now for 13 years. It's taken me 13 years and the access of a tractor to realize how nice it is doing it this way. So let me go get the tractor, get a bucket over here, get the Axis fired up, split some wood. Guys, these are some massive rounds. I was only able to get 3 in the tractor bucket. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of wood in these pieces. So hopefully there's, you know, a couple cords in that load over there. Let's get this thing fired back up, do some splitting. Well, there's one bucket, 3 pieces. It's a pretty good pile of oak so far. Let's go get more. Last one, guys. Last one. It's almost 8 o'clock. Whew. Well, there's another trailer load of wood, guys. And this here is probably a full cord. The one that we did yesterday, or the last video, only ended up being 2.5 face cords. Like I said, it was going to be just shy of a full cord. I don't know, this actually might be right about 3/4 of a cord again, because I'm not really even all the way to the top. My trailer would have to be even all the way to the boards, all the way around. So it might be about the same as what we had last time. I did get through more than half of the rounds that I cut up, and I had guesstimated that there was probably a cord here. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's only 28 pieces left. So there's probably only I don't know, half a cord here left over, and I wanted to go through. I'll probably come back and split again tomorrow. I might bring a saw if I feel like it and start bucking some of this stuff up. That way I can keep cutting this, because I think what's on my mind right now is that I'm going to continue bucking this stuff up, get all this red oak done, and then I'm going to go get the rest of what's left over there at the neighbors, get that over here, get that split, get that over to my property, stacked up on my wood for my heat, and then we can tackle this pine over here. Because I have that pile of the other conifer behind the tractor over here. I cut that off camera the other day. I had recorded 4 videos that day, and I really didn't want to just, you know, keep recording the same thing over and over again. It's hard not to record the same thing over and over again when you're doing firewood, but we'll get this split up, we'll get this stuff cut up, and I can resituate everything over to the conveyor, because that'll go into the pine stash. But what do you guys think? I think this was a great day. I had a lot of fun. This is my happy place, man. Like when I'm not doing good up here, coming out here in the wood yard and just getting into something that gets my mind off of life, this really helps me. And I got a good circle, I got good people to talk to, but you know, sometimes you just need to be with you and sit with your thoughts and sit with your feelings, and that's okay. It's definitely okay. Do what you can when you can. Focus on what you can do. Take care of each other, guys. I love you. Tons. You don't know how much I love you. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.